Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chad with CD Shaving. Thank you very much for joining me for today's head shave. I already did a face shave last night. I did a head shave the other day too. But today, I wanted to focus on a certain specific day or, well, week. Today is Bubbles Week. That's right, Caties Bubbles Week. We love Caties Bubbles here at CD Shaving. And today, I'm using this. I got this at a meetup. Siberian Sunrise. I don't think this is actually for sale. I think this was just kind of a prototype or something he did for the meetup itself. But I've had it for a while. I'm wanting to try it. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, I don't have an aftershave, obviously, to go with it. So basically off the puck, which is here, it's very lemon forward to me. I got a very, very lemony type of scent. Now, I don't have a ton of citrus stuff inside my shaved end, so we're going to go with Nordost. This is kind of a burnt orange aftershave. Not quite lemon, but it's the closest thing I have. And I want to get this head shave done and rocking and rolling. So, that's going to be the holiday of the day is Caties Bubbles Week. Now, we're doing it in the Facebook group Surf, Single Edge Razor Bands. We are doing Caties Bubbles Week and there, so we're posting different shave of the days involving Caties Bubbles, and this is going to be my contribution to it. Now, what are we doing to make the lather with? We're going with this. This is a synthetic knot. It's not, it's not overly thick, but it definitely does have a little bit of a lack of backbone, but it works well when it's handled right. We got ourselves right there. It's Yomo. I can't even say this. Uomo or Oyumo. They're a company that has a page on AliExpress, and that's where I got this thing from right here. This is a combination of resin and sandalwood. Right there. Nice brush. Came out really, really nice. I'm very, very happy with it. Just like I said, the knot lacks backbone a little bit, but we're going to do a whole review on that at another time. So what are we going to shave the head with? We're going with the Mule R41 Grand. This thing is a beast, but it is a very, very smooth shaver. I like this razor a lot. This razor is one of my favorite razors, and what good is a razor without having a blade in it? We're going with Persona Red right here. This Persona Red is on its third and its final use. Then, of course, after the shave, we are going to be doing it up with a little bit of witch hazel in the JD bottle. Now, I understand some of my videos, or at least the last one, was not in landscape mode. Yeah, that's because I'm working on a different setup here, and when I get finished doing it, I'll be able to put the thing in landscape mode. But for right now, this is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and cut the knot. Now, Caties Bubbles, they've been around for a while. I've been wet shaving for 5 or 6 years now. And when Chris came on the scene a while back, man, he's always been able to make a dynamite product. And I've never had any issues with any of his stuff. Ever since I tried his stuff for the first time, that's nice and loaded. I've never had a complaint. And the scents, load the crap out of this. The scents that he provides are really, really nice. And he's one of those companies that he doesn't have a ton of stuff on his website, but he has something, in my opinion, for everybody. There isn't anything on there, or there isn't anybody that can go on there and say, in my opinion, I don't really see anything that I like scent-wise. However, obviously, I'm sure there's somebody, but, in my opinion, just looking at his stuff, there, all wiped out, all done. I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem ever finding anything on his site that I can't use. His scents are awesome. Yeah. This knot on this brush, well, I won't get into it too much because I'm going to do another video on it, is surprisingly decent. Especially for the size of it. It's only a 24 millimeter. and I tend to like big knots. Almost sounds like a song, doesn't it? I like big knots, and I cannot lie. All right. Razor's rocking and rolling, loaded, ready to go. Let's do that first pass. First pass always with the grain. Wow. You know what? This is what happens when you do a shave last minute or a live video last minute. You forget to load the blade. Yep, I'm not even going to edit that out because I know people out there have made similar mistakes. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling, ready to go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think that is actually the first time I've ever done that. And I could absolutely cut that right out of here, but I'm not gonna. I'm sure I'll catch flack from it, or because of it, and I can already tell you the very first person's gonna say something will be Mr. Joe Caden, and that's okay. Joe and I are friends. I like Joe. So as I was saying, with the grain, I mean, if you're asking my opinion on wet shaving, always start with the grain. I know there are people out there that don't do that or can't do that or don't feel the need to do that. That's fine if it works for them. Most of the people that I've encountered either learning to wet shave or have wet shaved usually do their first passes with the grain. Now, whichever direction that is on your head or face, or other things for that matter, is up to you. I don't know you or your face, so I can't really tell you how you should shave it. That's one of the things I get, one of the questions I get a lot. You know, tell me how to wet shave. Well, I can tell you the procedures of how to put stuff together. Oh, this scent is nice. It's sorry, little squirrel moment. But I don't know you. I don't know your skin type. I can't really tell you for sure that what to do. I can tell you what works for me, and you can try it or do a variation of it. So we're going to go ahead and bitch a little bit here because Facebook has a live video option. And they used to, up until about a week and a half ago, allow more than one person to split the screen and be on it. Now, those of you who do that once in a while are probably saying to yourselves, yeah, all you got to do is tap this, click this. Yeah, we know that. We've tried that, me and a buddy of mine, in one of the groups, and that feature seems to have disappeared. You can go live, but there's not really a way to share it, to share the screen to go live with more than one person. Why that's disappeared, I don't know. But it's kind of aggravating when, you know, you want to do stuff like that and you can't. So that's just my bitch for the moment. Now, back to the scent. This scent is pretty strong, in my opinion. See, and that's the thing is, in my opinion, citrus scents, and this is citrus to me, are always really strong right out the gate. Unless it's paired with something that really overtakes it. I don't know, like a heavy amount of sandalwood or something like that. Something really strong. The citrus always jumps right out for me and stays there for not long, but long enough. In this, it's pretty powerful. It kind of, I know some people are going to thumb their nose at this. and it's not going to be a very popular opinion, because I love Caties bubbles. I love Chris. He's a great guy, and I love his scents. But this kind of reminds me a little bit of Lemon Pledge. It really does. It's not. And the thing is, you know, if I were to wear a cologne with that, I don't know that I necessarily would do that with this. But this is different. It's a shave soap. So I mean, it's meant. I mean, it's Siberian Sunrise. So I assume this is meant to something to kind of wake you up a little bit. I don't know a ton about this soap. I didn't really delve too much into it. I just kind of grabbed it and went with it. This is really, really a last minute thing for me. But I've been wanting to shave with this really, really badly, because I have not used it before. So anyway, it's kind of lemon pledgy in a way for me. So it's not something that I go, wow, that's the best scent in the world. However, having said that, there's something else in it, and I don't know what it is. I can even smell it on my razor. It's lemon pledgy, but it's only that way right at the beginning of the profile, and then it kind of, I don't want to say it dries down, but it changes. It changes in the lemon kind of tends to take a back seat, which is what citrus scents do a lot of times. Their shelf life is generally very short on a scent profile. But yeah, lemon pledgy is what I get off the top, or initially with that burst. But man, I'll tell you, this stuff is so slick. His baseline has always been good for me. My favorite scent, though, out of everything he has, Caties Bubbles, in my opinion, is La Terre Verte. That's by far. I just love it. It's just, I don't know. It's just something about it. It's like it's earthy, but to me, it's a little earthy, but it's cologne-y at the same. It's just a great scent. And I have the cologne to it, or the EDT to it, and the aftershave, and the shave soap. I use it sparingly because I don't want it to go. I don't want to run out. And you know, it's artisan made, and you never know when things are going to change, and he decides he doesn't want to make something anymore or change it up a little bit, and so I want to kind of hang on to it as much as I can before that happens. Another scent he has, that Chris has, that's really, really good. Honestly, I'm also a night shaver at times, and he's got Sunset. That's like a combination of like a whole bunch of lavenders, and it's really nice. That's a great scent to shave with at night. Some people don't like putting on aftershaves if they shave at night because, you know, they're going right to bed, and, you know, they don't want to drown out their significant other, or, you know, they just don't want to smell it. But in my opinion, I mean, lavender is a very relaxing essential oil. It's meant for that anyway. And Sunset is just, it's a great, you can throw that aftershave on. And in my opinion, it's relaxing to go to bed on. You just basically lay there and you can smell it, and it helps. So I like that quite a bit. The other thing too, if you ever have a chance to grab any of Chris's EDTs, he's got some. His EDTs, in my opinion, tend to last quite a while. I've put on La Terre Verte before, and I find that lasts damn near all day. You know, that's not, I have colognes that don't seem to last, you know, $100 colognes that don't always last all day, but his stuff does. And, or at least that particular one does. I had another one too. LMR. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I always screw that word up. But I've got that one as well, and the same thing. Oh, it lasts. So if you're looking, you know, in the market for an EDT, I definitely look at some of his stuff. His stuff is awesome. Little cleanup here. You would think that all the passes that I do, I wouldn't have anything left, but I do. I can feel it. I can feel, and you can actually hear. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the razor's cutting still. I can feel it. Now it's starting to smooth out. It's usually out right on the edges of my head right here. So I apologize for the roughness of this video, but the intent was to go live on Facebook with Matt Lonseth, and we're going to do a double live video for Caties Bubbles Week that didn't quite work, so he went live on his own, and I believe he's probably still live right now. And I'm doing one of these videos, and I will save it, and I will post it to Surf. And for those of you that aren't aware, Surf is, like I said before, Single Edge Razor Fans. It's a Facebook group, private Facebook group. It's a good group. A lot of good guys in it. Some women in there too. You know, it's a group that I enjoy reading through the posts quite a bit on. All right. Let's call that done. All right, so the lemony kind of comes back a little bit just right now as I'm rinsing it off. Oh, man, the residual slickness on Chris's stuff is amazing. Yeah, the lemony pledgy scent is still there, but it's different. It's darkened up a little bit. I can't put my finger on it. I don't make soap, so I can't begin to tell you why, how, none of that stuff. I can just tell you what it is. And if you guys like lemon, you'll like this. It's a great soap to shave. The base is just fantastic. So, yeah, this is nice. So we'll do a little bit of post shave here with some witch hazel. That's done. Wash the brush. I like shaving in my kitchen. It's kind of a change of venues. A lot more light in here. My bathroom doesn't have any windows. And the ventilation is a lot better, and I have more room. I have way more room to lay stuff out with. And there. And you can see, so I enjoy this quite a bit. So there's the knot. You can see there's not a lot of, it kind of flops over because there's not a ton of backbone in there, but whatever. We'll talk about that another time. Head is pretty dry. Oh. Nordost Burnt Orange. This was made by Barrister and Mann for the Northeast Shave Meetup in Connecticut. Beginning of October. And this was meant as like a hat tipping to the Northeast. Wow, that's actually really nice. That's a really good pairing. If any of you guys happen to land this, I definitely suggest this or something similar to orange to go with it. That's a really nice pairing. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. It really makes the lemony kind of take a back seat, but it grounds it out almost. I can still pick it up, but it's not pledge-like. That's nice. I really like that. Those two go together quite well, like peas and carrots, as Forrest Gump always says. So that is the shave, ladies and gentlemen. Quick, to the point, short. At least I hope it was short. I have no idea how long this video is. About 20 minutes. That's not too bad. Not my shortest video, but it's certainly not my longest one either. Again, just to go over the shave, we went ahead with the Mule R41, which shaved awesome as soon as I got the blade in it. And Persona Red was the blade that we used in there. We went with the Caties Bubbles Siberian Sunrise, which is, in my opinion, a lemony scent. I don't know what else is in there. I should have reached out to Chris beforehand, but like I said, this was kind of last minute, so I didn't. And the aftershave was Nordost, right there. Witch Hazel in the Jack Daniels bottle is done by Thayer's. And of course the Uomo or Omu combination wood resin synthetic knotted brush, which will be coming down the pike. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do shave today and you use Caties Bubbles products, happy Caties Bubbles week. And if you have any shave of any other product for that matter, have a great shave. Have a great rest of the day. And we'll see you guys and girls in the next video.